Unlisted items through Inventory Mirror are items that you have ordered from a vendor catalog, but you do not yet have as a listing in your Listing Mirror account. So depending on your workflow, you may encounter unlisted items or you may not. Let's go through the situation where you may encounter them. So we'll first go off to our vendors, and we'll choose this vendor and add a few items to their catalog right now. So I will add 3 different items into their catalog, and we'll keep the names very simplistic here. We'll go with SKU 1000. Great. I will add SKU 2000, and I will add SKU 3000. Fantastic. All right, so these are all items that are not listings that I already have, so they're not going to have a title. I'll give them a cost here, say $10, $20, and $30. And to keep things simple right here, the SKU 1000, let's say that's going to be the one I want to make a component of. These ones don't matter as much, but I'll just say this will be the ASIN one, and this will be the UPC one. So I can fill out UPC and ASIN right here if I wanted to, but for the purpose of this exercise, I want to leave them blank and deal with these later. Alright, so I'll click Add Items. Those items you now see are part of the vendor catalog. I do not have a title for them, just like this other one, SKU 33 here, but I'm only going to use these 1000, 2000, and 3000 SKUs. So let's go to create a purchase order now. So I am making a new purchase order here. I'm going to use Terry's Cloth as my vendor, and I'm going to choose those 3 SKUs that I just used. SKU 1000, SKU 2000, and of course SKU 3000. Good. So I have all 3 of these. I'm going to order 1 or 3 of that, 4 of that, 4 of that. Fine, that's great. So I will first just add this purchase order. So when I just add the purchase order, great, it's successful, no issue. But if I was to go back in this, or initially I were to issue this purchase order, when I do that, it is successful, but now I get this warning banner up at top. Let me first get rid of this successful banner. So this one says, warning, you have unlisted items on issued purchase orders. You will not be able to receive these items until they are converted to a listing or component. So right now, these are just items you've ordered from the vendor catalog, but we have no way to track them in Listing Mirror. So you need to create them as a component or as an Amazon listing. So you would just click on unlisted items up here at the top. These are all of your unlisted items that you have currently being ordered on purchase orders. So again, we have 1000, 2000, and 3000 here. For this first example, I'll just choose this one that was an NPM of component. I'll go to bulk actions, and here are my options. I can create Amazon listings or create components. So I'll do component for this one. Click component, just ask you to confirm that you create a component listing of that. I confirm, great, success. One component successfully created. Okay. My other option here is I can select both of these in this scenario, and I will now choose to create Amazon listings from these items. I'll have to choose my integration configuration I want to use. This one sounds great. Click confirm. Okay, so here I am on my create Amazon listings page. I would give them a price. Let's say I want to sell these for $20 on that one and $30 on that one. Great. You can choose your condition, anywhere from new up to used, like new. And then you have to, in order to create a Amazon listing for these items, you have to have ASIN or the UPC. Ultimately, they're both going to lead back to the ASIN, but if you only have a UPC, I'll go ahead and grab one of these here. I have one saved off to the side, so I'll use this, for example. Go back in. As I enter this in, either by hand or copy and paste right here, right away, it's just going to go and try to match it. Now, an exclamation point doesn't mean that there's a big problem. It could just mean that it couldn't match to a single object, like in this case. I click on that exclamation point, and it says it has a few different matches for what this ASIN could be. So I can hover over this to get a longer description of the title if I want. Or if that's still not enough information, I can go ahead and click on either the ASIN provided or the image right here, and it will take me to that Amazon page and say, is it the Kensington 6437A? Sure, great. That sounds fine for this, and I will click choose. So I chose that one. Once it's matched, you will see the image right here. If I made a mistake, I can go back in, it shows what is selected, and now I can say, you know what, actually it was the Kensington spill-proof keyboard. Yep, that's the one, so I choose that, and now that's the one that's selected. Automatically it will fill out the correct ASIN for you there as well. Other options you can have right here is just using the ASIN directly, and I have one right here. So I can go ahead, fill out the ASIN in here, and then it will automatically match right away to that ASIN. As soon as I am happy with my results, I can go ahead and click on create Amazon listings. Great, those two listings were successfully created, and that's how you manage unlisted items if your workflow takes you down that path.